This morning I'm going to invite Kurt Bogdan up to read for us a scene from the Gospel of Mark, where we will be spending our time during these next several weeks of Epiphany and indeed into the season of Lent. This is early in the Gospel of Mark. Jesus has been establishing himself. He's been telling stories. He's been working miracles, healing those who are sick and gathering disciples around him. And then one day, he does something unexpected. I invite you into a reading and a hearing of this story from Mark chapter 5.
Good morning. Mark chapter 5, verses 1 through 20. They came to the other side of the sea, to the country of Gerasenes. And when he had stepped out of the boat, immediately a man out of the tombs with an unclean spirit met him. He had lived among the tombs, and no one could restrain him anymore, even with a chain, for he had often been restrained with shackles and chains. But the chains he had wrenched apart, and the shackles he broke into pieces, and no one had the strength to subdue him. Night and day among the tombs and on the mountains, he was always howling and bruising himself with stones. When he saw Jesus from a distance, he ran and bowed down before him and shouted at the top of his voice, "What have you to do with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? I adjure you by God, and do not torment me." For he had said to him, "Come out of the man, you unclean spirit." Then Jesus asked him, "What is your name?" He replied, "My name is Legion, for we are many." He begged him earnestly not to send them out of the country. Now there on the hillside, a great herd of swine was feeding, and the unclean spirits begged him, "Send us into the swine, let us enter them." So he gave them permission. And the unclean spirits came out and entered the swine, and the herd, numbering about 2,000, rushed down a steep bank into the sea, and were drowned in the sea. The swineherds ran off and told it in the country, and in the city and in the country. Then the people came to see what it was that had happened. They came to Jesus and saw that the demonic sitting there, clothed and in his right mind, the very man who had had the legion, and they were afraid. Those who had seen what had happened to the demonic and to the swine reported it. Then they began to beg Jesus to leave their neighborhood. As he was getting into the boat, the man who had been possessed by the demons begged him that he might be with him. But Jesus refused and said to him, "Go home to your friends and tell them how much the Lord has done for you and what mercy he has shown you." And he went away and began to proclaim in Decapolis how much Jesus had done for him, and everyone was amazed.